Arsenal, Winnie's no. Snart Winnie's the so.
What's up, YouTube? No crane today for all you crane haters. Today we're gonna fall some trees, maybe climb one, maybe climb two, I don't know. Not sure what we're gonna do. It's not a job that I've seen Damien bid this one. So these three, 1, 2, 3, leaning that way. Pump house right here. Probably take this first one through the uprights, basically on that pile of wood. Once we get it down, then we'll take a look at the other two and see what happens. This one, see, they got this little rock wall here, otherwise I would lay the tree out there. They don't want to mess that up. If you look up the tree, the YouTube keyhole view will show you, might show you that it's dialed pretty hard over the house, which is no big deal. We could fall it there with the right holding wood pretty easy, but we're not gonna because of the rock wall. So we'll either pull it over and crowd it real hard through the limbs of that one, or we'll climb this one. That was a lot of talking words, huh? Too much talking words.
Once upon a time you died, and I lived happily ever after. The end.
The old chop chop!
I just wanted to point out something that I'm doing here. Somebody might like it. I don't know. Anyway, these uprights, these two trees, that's the goal. This tree that I'm cutting has more limbs on this side. So I actually faced it a teensy bit. To the left of middle, and also I'll hold wood on this side so that I can put it to the left of middle through there so that those limbs don't brush as hard on that tree, because that tree is going to get brushed. That's the idea. position I was talking about, but that was a perfect shot. See what I'm saying? Just a little to the left of middle to accommodate the limbs.
Always makes me smile.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. That's a heck of a lot of lean.
Mm-hmm.
But Damien knows how to go up there and set a line.
I do.
I'm sorry, mate.
Sending up the 16mm Sirius line. Okay, back up. And I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Just ease back and I'll talk to you. So we want to see movement. Watch the movement of the top in relation to that other tree. It's moving real good. Let me check the tension. Oh yeah, that's tight enough. Yeah.
I won't let any off.
Yeah, I'll make a face cut and then I'll start the back cut and yeah. Yeah. This is where helmet communication rules. When you're pulling trees down and you got like the guy in the truck is like literally in your head. It's just awesome. Damien's asking if the butt of the tree is going to get knocked by that stump into that shed. It won't get knocked that far. It'll be okay. It might get knocked, but it won't get knocked into the shed. Got to do a quick voiceover here because I didn't explain this one very much on site. There were no limbs on the tree on the side that we were falling it. In other words, there were no limb weight assisting limbs to pull it at all or assist in the direction that we wanted to go. All the limbs were both to the sides, so it was a wide tree for the location we were going to put it, and heavy limbs over the house. And so we had to pull the thing pretty hard. And we had some pretty gnarly tension on it before I even made the face cut. And we made the face cut. I made an open face cut because it was going to be coming over center far enough that I didn't want the cuts meeting up too soon and robbing the hinge properties before they were fully used on most of the trees tripped to the ground. I want it fully committed through the uprights before the hinge properties start breaking off, and that's what happens when the two cuts meet up if it's not an open face cut and you're pulling a back leaner over. So anyway, we pull the tree, then we make the face cut, then we pull it some more, then I make the back cut. It starts to sit back on the bar, and this isn't explained on the video, but that's what was happening. And so boom, 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 start banging wedges to take pressure off the lines. So Adam's there banging wedges. We get 1, 2, 3 in a row, and then we just start banging and pulling and banging and pulling and banging and pulling. And it took a while, and I won't show the whole thing because it would just take too long and probably, you know, be too boring to watch for a lot of people. So that's what we did. We banged wedges and we pulled, and we banged wedges and we pulled, and this is a common thing with pulling back leaners over if you're doing it in a calculated way. If we would have had our big blue rope, which is good for 22,000 pounds, I think, then I just had them pull harder. But we went to this job thinking we were going to climb. I hadn't seen it yet. And then so we kind of threw together the pull down mission with what we had there. Pull, bang wedges, pull, bang wedges, and it's a wide fit, but we get it right through the uprights. Again, we don't want to brush the tree on the right too hard and risk shoving it over out across the road. So we need a perfect shot here. Because of the width of the canopy on this tree, the wide-reaching limbs, this tree needs to go right through the center of the uprights, not to the left of center, not to the right of center, but bullseye right through the middle to minimize the pressure on the two uprights. We want a perfect shot. And that's what we get, right through the middle. And you'll see the final position of the tree is a little to the right, but that's because it comes into contact with the first tree laying on the ground, the log, and it shoves it over a little bit, which is common. By then it's fully committed. It's gone through the canopy with very little damage considering what we're doing here. And those uprights will be fine, those trees will be fine. So why am I saying that? Because I get these punks and these blowhards, these people who think they know everything and criticize just nearly everything, thinking they know something. And I just want to point out that what we're doing here, this isn't luck. This is very, very thought out. This is going, sure, it's an environment where you need to be resourceful and you got to adapt and make changes as you go, and you got to use your brain and your head. And I don't do that. I don't just randomly get lucky over and over for 30 years. We don't have any claims for a reason. We can literally put them right where we want them, and that's what we're doing here, and that's the point I'm making. I don't want to brag. It's just that I'm just sick of these people getting on, especially one of my more popular videos got like 200 and some thousand hits, and these, I don't know who they are. There's people who think they know stuff and they're judging things that they don't understand. This is no accident. This happens again and again and again. Bullseye, 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 okay? So just wanted to clear that up. I might have destroyed a GoPro. Are you okay, little guy? Good job! Okay, so Damien's setting a line in this second leaner. Leans out over the house. Again, we want it down through the uprights. We want 3 field goals. This one is a little tricky because the top, the stem, where I'm cutting is 4 or 5 feet over from where the tree is. And so we'll have to aim the tree at the southern upright. I have to aim the tree where we don't want it to go. And we'll have to pull it with compensation even further in the direction we don't want it to go in order to get it to go where we do. So we'll get it started one way. Once we get around the corner, and the corner is that fir, all these limbs are going to be brushing on that fir. So we have to go around it and then cut back through the uprights. And so it's not a straight line. Nope, it's not. That probably doesn't make sense to anybody except all the people it makes sense to. Okay, so we're gonna put some tension on it. Damien is gonna back up. Watch the relationship of that tree to the other tree. That's enough for now. I'll face it and then we'll walk it over.
Oh.
yeah!
Ah, that was rubbish. The old chop chop.
Oh yeah!
That was awesome.
That was fun.
Yep, a lot of fun.
What do you think?
Amazing. You guys have a fun job.
Yeah. What do you think,
That was
Damien?
the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I did not think he could do it, but he did.
Oh man. Hey, this is just
yeah.
like Deadliest Catch or
From here on out, I think you can do just about anything you want.
Oh yeah, thanks man. Yeah, yeah. Okay, YouTube, Damien's gonna take you for a little drive.
Here we go.
Don't break my GoPro.